All right, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Once more, hit that subscribe button as we get into it. Shout out to All Asian Dilemmas. It's time to go back to see what's going on with our friends in China, right? The question is China the super single capital, as there's over 300 million people over there that are single? That's crazy to me. Let's tune in and see what's going on over there with our friends. Let's go.
In traditional Chinese culture, women often look up in relationships. A girl who went to an average university might want a guy from a top-tier school. A woman earning 8,000 yuan a month might expect her partner to earn 15,000. From their perspective, that seems reasonable. But here's the problem. There aren't enough men with those qualifications.
Especially if they living at home with family.
And just when dating is already hard enough, capitalism makes it worse. Online, people are constantly exposed to slogans like, "Real men pay the bills. If he loves you, he'll give you his credit card. Everyone makes over 10 Kelvin a month. Millionaires are everywhere." Then come the consumer-driven holidays.
Yeah, millionaires are everywhere, but here's the thing, here's the key. All these regular average women want those millionaires, but then those millionaires aren't giving these girls the time of day. And being that, like, if you're a guy that most women will want, they'll throw themselves at you if they know that you're, well off. But if they don't know that you're not well off, they're not going to throw themselves at you like that.
White Day, Qixi Festival, Goddess Day, etc.
Goddess Day.
Brands call women fairies, queens, goddesses, all to push them to spend. Over time, many women start to believe that ordinary men aren't good enough. Only Saudi princes or heirs of powerful families are worthy.
Speaking of Saudi princesses, let's take Aladdin for example. We all love Disney's Aladdin, right? Or at least we did when we were kids growing up. I'm a late 80s baby, so as I came into the 90s, Aladdin was pretty much a bum. He was a thief. But he got the Princess Jasmine. And he was pretty much a Chad. Aladdin was a Pookie. He was a thief. A scammer.
As expectations rise, the market just doesn't have enough high-quality men. So what happens? Women flock to big cities because princes and heirs aren't hanging around small towns.
That's right. All the millionaires and the quote-unquote high-value guys are in cities like Beijing, Shanghai, anywhere where there's a large business district, when there's a bunch of blue and black suits, corporate people, and up.
If they want better options, they have to try their luck in major cities. Another reason women prefer cities: they don't inherit family property. Whether in small towns or rural areas, the house usually goes to AD, brother. Men already have a place to live. They don't need to buy property in the city. But women don't inherit, so they have to build everything from scratch.
Especially if they're a high earning career, like they don't need to go half 50-50 with anybody. These women that have these good jobs, they have to buy everything on their own. They have to buy that 3 Series BMW on their own. They have to buy that luxury condo on their own. Like, they have to get everything by themselves.
Plus, inheritance comes with obligations like taking care of aging parents. Men often stay behind in rural areas for that reason. Women, especially in large families, don't carry that burden. So, they move to the cities. All of this leads to cities overflowing with older single women, while the countryside is filled with bachelors and no women in sight.
Ooh, that's harsh. That's harsh right there. Well, so there's your answer, you guys. That's why there's so many singles in these large cities. These people are focused, career driven, they're young, and they ain't worried about a damn thing. They don't need no man. They got their own money. So being that they have a career and they can provide pretty much an honest living for themselves, they have enough money to travel and do whatever they want without being serious with a man. But what does money and a career have to do with starting your own bloodline? That's the question. And this is worldwide. Not just in China, not just in America. It's only first world countries that have this problem. Australia, the UK, Europe, all these places, Canada. None of these countries need to do the 50-50 thing.
As a result, the number of singles in China has skyrocketed, now nearing 300 million. So ask yourself, doesn't all of this make sense?
Yes and no. Like I said, that's interesting to me that most women chase after the city life versus the men stay at home to take care of aging parents. So basically the women don't want nothing to do with it. But then if we go to other countries like the Philippines, which I work and live around a lot of Filipinos, and they're all about family. They usually don't let their loved ones go to nursing homes. They usually take care of their loved ones until the end of time. Because when you go to nursing homes, it's usually blacks and whites. I'm talking about here on the western part of the world. It's mostly blacks and whites. You might see some Spanish in there too, but you won't see a lot of Asians in nursing homes. But they're there though. They'll be the least amount ethnicity wise. So basically, we're better off. We could find women in the village. Crazy, right? So while the women go to these top tier elite cities, they're basically living the Sex and the City life, while the men, their brothers, are at home taking care of family. So these women aren't even really about family because they're not starting their own bloodline. They're just living their selfish life in their luxury apartment, luxury car, and pretty much giving up the goods to all these high earning men, top tier men. So if these women aren't high up on the corporate scale with their jobs or whatever they're doing, a lot of them are doing sex work too. And OnlyFans just got banned in China by the president. So, but there's so many different platforms of social media. There's still a large portion of pretty much some kind of sex work going on there in those cities, because there's tons of brothels. Anyway, this is Kyle Vale. Let me know what you think. This is very interesting though. Peace.
Thank you.